Ubiest of the tubiest. That's you. And I'm 50 plus. Good morning, guys and gals. Hey, I wanted to let you know about my fiasco yesterday and how it turned out. You remember you watch the other video, you'll see what transpired up to this point. But I clearly expected to wake up this morning with a ticket on my truck. But when I woke up, the freaking rest area was full. When I got there, it's maybe like 5 trucks. But when I woke up, it was probably, I don't know, 20 trucks. Every line was full. It was people parked behind. I'm in West Virginia, and there's probably a realistically 40-mile stretch with nothing. So I guess they understand that, and they don't give us a bunch of crap and let us park there. So that worked out really good. So I'm happy. Now what? Let me first do my shout outs, okay? So I'm going to read off the names so we don't have to go long today. I'm going to read off the names, and then we're going to give them a welcome, okay? Demo, Frank Baker, Brandon Balderas, Reggie Sanders. I'm not going to butcher your name, okay? I'm going to spell it, so forgive me. Yoqlene. I don't want to butcher your name. I don't want to, pronounce it properly. So I'm just going to spell it for you. Hope you can understand that. And you guys are sitting on top of my welcome horn, but okay, I ain't doing it loud a lot because I got people sitting around me. Okay, all right. Let's get right to it, guys. I don't want to keep it real long today. So, questions first. Tiara the trucker. She wants to know a little bit about the training and what's physical about the training, meaning the school part of it, and the testing and stuff like that. Some of that I covered in my earlier videos, but I'm going to rehash some of it because it's good to know, and I'm glad she asked the question. The training, I found out that every Swift location, the schooling is a little bit different. There's a standard there. They give a book, and that book is printed by Swift. So every school's got to have that same book, so they go through it all, but it's the way they implement those things. They're different in every location, it seems, okay? I was in Corsicana, and I can sing their praises. I don't know how the other ones work, so I can't say that the other schools aren't good either. I'm only going to give you guys information based off of what I can tell you is fact, okay? There's no fluff, there's no hype. I'm just here to give you guys legit information, okay? If I don't know what the deal is, I'll find out so I can let you have the truth, okay? But all the hype and all that kind of stuff, you have to go somewhere else for that. I'm just going to give you the straight up truth, and it might be dull at times, but I'm going to give you facts, okay? So I'm not sure how the other schools work. I do know they all have to use that same book, okay? And we went through probably 90% of that book, okay? So what was physical? They're going to show you how to properly get in and out of the truck with 3 points of contact. And then they're going to show you how to properly get in and out of a trailer. And I don't know if you have physical limitations, Tiara, but it's not hard. It's not bad. I mean, I also see, some, super big guys and, super big women out here, and they doing what they want to dig in and out, no problem. I've seen some small petite guys and small petite women out here. I mean, so they stretch the genre. You know, I see people with, prosthetic limbs. I don't know how they. I guess if you can still perform your duties, I guess you can still get a CDL because I see people with like I can tell that they have like half a leg, prosthetic limb. But they still, I guess, pass the physical, so they're good. So the physical parts of this is not, it's not anything that, unless you have some physical problem with your body or something like that, then you won't be able to pass the DOT physical anyway. But if you can pass a DOT physical, you're going to be able to perform any of the physical things with this job, and it's not that much. If you're doing dry van, okay, if you were doing flatbed, then you got to get out and tarp and a whole bunch of other stuff. But the schools don't cover that. Whenever you get ready to do flatbed or whatever, then you go get special training for tarping and chaining and securement, okay? But for driving dry van, you're not gonna have a lot of physical deals going on with you, okay? Not with Swift. And today I'm doing some live unloads, and it's not something that I have to do physical, okay? Other than drive the truck. And then the training, that's all you're gonna do physical, okay? Just be able to get in and out the truck, get in and out the trailer. And as far as testing, written tests, there's no, at least we didn't have any written tests. The classroom portion of it is mapping. They're going to give you, they're going to teach you how to read a map, and then they're going to give you some exercises to practice. But if you don't get it right, you just go over it again, and he's going to go over them with you anyway. So you go over it, you find out where you did wrong, and you learn from it. But there's no, oh, you got a 60 on this test, so I got to give you a spanking. No, man, that's not. No, you don't have that. It's a learning environment. Okay, now straight up, I don't care which organization you go to. They're all the same. These schools are not there to be, it's not there to do anything except to help you get your CDL. They are not trying to fail you, period. You have to quit, or they're going to get you through. I don't care where you go, CL England or Creed or wherever. I don't make it, don't make no difference. They need drivers, and they're going to work with you. They're going to help you get your CDL. So don't be worried about that. Don't worry about the physical limitations on the job. Listen, here's a tip for you, Tierra. You go through life solving issues, okay? If you don't solve the issue, then that's the problem. Everything else is just an opportunity to get something done, okay? Focus on the solution, not the issue, okay? Focus on the solution. So what you want to do is think about what you want. If you want a CDL, all the things that are in front of you that you believe is an issue, focus on what it's going to take to eliminate that issue, and then do that. Before you know it, the issue is behind you, okay? So go on out there, guy, and get you a CDL. Besides, hey, you guys succeed. My daughter's, her name is Tierra also. She spells it different, but all right, guys, sorry about that. I had a phone call. I had to get that, and then it was some bull. But anyways, JZ, you're looking to get started next year. Hey, jump on it, man. Don't wait too long. Get on it. Single man, no wife, no kids. The world is your oyster. All you gotta do is go out there and get it. Hey man, start as soon as you can. Start as soon as you're ready. Get your ducks in a row, and make it happen. Steve starts with his mentor really soon, so he'll be out there, and I look forward to seeing you on the road out here with me. Another Swift buddy, and Andrea, she had a question about bobtailing. Once she got a truck, she wanted to bobtail to Walmart and get some stuff. Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk about that for just a second because just so happens that I bobtailed when I got my truck. I bobtailed to Walmart and I got a couple of items and then went back to the yard. And and it's no big deal. Besides, when you first get your truck, they have to put you on that vehicle, so it takes a little while for Coil to update with all of your driver's info and all that good jazz. Okay. On the other side of that, I did it the right way today. So how does that work? Well, like I said, I ended up stopping at a rest area in the middle of nowhere, and the pickup that I have to pick up today is a live load and a live unload at the receiver. So I'm not really happy about that, but it is what it is. I work it out. Still get my 500 today. That's all I'm looking for. 500 miles a day. Let's roll. So the problem is it doesn't pick up until real late this evening. Because it picks up late this evening, I may end up driving all night. I got majority of the day today to just sit at that at that rest area, and there's no amenities there. So there's no amenities there. So that means I'm gonna sit like 8 hours in my truck doing nothing, no food, no nothing. So the right way to go to Walmart is what I ended up doing because I just can't sit there. I found this pilot that was just a few miles away, like 5 miles, something like that. And then other than that, there's not really any other truck stops, okay? But I can't go on duty because if I do, it starts my 14-hour clock. I can't start the 14-hour clock because I don't need to start it until I get ready to leave to start the trip because I'll end up, in the middle of the trip with no hours remaining. So you push off-duty driving. There's a button on there. You push off-duty driving, and that's personal conveyance, okay? And you can drive, to go to Walmart. Now, you can't drive 150 miles. There's a very short, you just be reasonable with that. And the way the rule is, not Swift, I'm talking for your CDL rules, DMV rules, okay? You cannot use personal conveyance to forward the load. Basically, if you use personal conveyance to go to Walmart and you're under a load or you're assigned to a load, that Walmart cannot be between where you parked and the load, because that means you would be going forward of the load. Okay? So basically what you would have to do it legal, you would have to, if Walmart was in the path of the load, you would have to drive to Walmart, stop, handle your business, go back to where you was parked, then go on duty, then drive back past Walmart and everybody else going to your receiver or to your shipper, wherever you was going. That's the rule. However, I'm only 2 miles away. I had to pass this place up because it was full last night. But I'm going to spend the day here and then get on my load. But that's how it works. So, yes, you can do that, okay? Just be careful, do it right, and don't and don't break any laws. You also had another question about how you get your first load. The dispatcher will give it to you as soon as you get into the call. Come and ask you if you're ready to roll. You say you're ready to roll. They're gonna send you a load. You accept it and get rolling. It's that simple. There's no real tricks about that. Other than that, one last thing. The guy that I couldn't pronounce his name, Yoqlene. He's going to start driving real soon. He's going to get his CDL just after New Year. And I hope he doesn't mind me saying, well, I guess you know it because it's in a feed. You'll see it anyway. A 48-year-old guy. So I'm 50 plus, and I just got into a CDL and started driving. You guys been watching me ever since I got started, so you know the deal. So just because you feel like you're in the middle of your work age, okay, doesn't mean that something like this is a entry level job or entry level pay scale type of job. Because I mean, you have some pluses, okay. So I'm going to go over the positives and the negatives about being of age and getting started in the trucking, okay. One thing you got going for you is you have life experience, okay. And life experience goes a long way with being able to do the next thing, which is deal with people. Okay, you've been out in the world enough. You're gonna run into a lot of different people out of here, a lot of different attitudes, and you have the experience to be able to adapt to those things. A lot of this is not new to you, so you're gonna have some good experiences right there. And while you're out here, you got to be able to manage your money. You should be able to manage your money at home too. But not everybody know how to manage money. And I'm going to give everybody listen to me right now. Dave Ramsey. Go to DaveRamsey.com. I think it's .org. I think it's DaveRamsey.com. And his total money makeover stuff. That's the real deal, okay? That's the real deal. You need to try to give this guy a chance. Listen to his story. Listen to what he's trying to tell you. And if you agree with it, you'll be all right. If you don't, well, that's fine. But if you agree with what Dave Ramsey's principles are, start living that. Start living, and I'll guarantee you, your finances, your personal finances, along with your business finances, will just turn a positive corner with the, as soon as possibleness. I ain't gonna say with quickness. I was gonna say that, but it's not. It takes a while. You didn't dig a hole super quick. You might have had shit. I don't know. But you ain't getting out of it quick unless you got the right scratch with the right coin on the right ticket, or you pick the right lottery numbers. Other than that, it's going to take you a while to get out of it. But to get out of it takes direction, true direction from somebody who actually wants to see you succeed. Dave Ramsey, get on that, okay? So, if you're mature enough that you've gone through some things and you know what I'm saying is right. I'm legit with what I'm telling you. So you got that as a plus going into this industry of age. And I just showed you some numbers, okay? So don't think that you're going to be, 48 years old and you got a life, man, and you got a mortgage and expenses and all that stuff, and you're going to go take this job making $30,000 a year. You're going to run. And you're going to make more money than that. You're going to double that easy, okay? because we here to work. You got that on your side, or work ethic, I hope. Just because you're of age don't mean that you got a good work ethic. But I'm assuming that you've held some jobs and you know what it's like to work. Okay? And if that's the case, you're going to go out here and you're going to kill it. And for everybody else, you don't have to be 40 plus, 30 plus, 50 plus to be successful in life, period, no matter what you do. But in trucking, the sooner you start, just like anything, the sooner you start doing it right, the better off you're going to be in the long run. So get started doing it right off the bat. And hopefully you do it early in life. You know? Okay? So I know that we've gone really long today because I had to get on my stool. Hell, I had to run my mouth and do some preaching, teaching. That's what I'm about. So I'll let you go. I'll update you soon. See ya!